welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Gators will kick this away to get us going here. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. I love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense stays on the field in this opening grab. They'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Hart. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. On the run, it's Sharp. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Third down, out of the shotgun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know, there's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Hart. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on the first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
He's past the marker and still going. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down and goal. The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
As they get stopped here on 2nd down, it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. QB keeper all the way. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. time after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And it's a bunch formation. Give it to the back again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He could go. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They'll test the right side here. He's swarmed by the defense. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Quick throw. Catch made on the outright. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Now, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for...
And looking for a big play here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The shotgun running play call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. The pass is caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the 1st down. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call it. Wildcat one picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the 1st. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look, just a short gain on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. He keeps it on the design run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's Joyner. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Looking to chuck it again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. On the ground, it's Sharp. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They move to 6, but we're to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Here comes the up-tempo offense. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. He will score. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Cody.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Returner tackle right there. That's when we'll start the drive. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. The Gators will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And the single back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A 4th down completion to the running back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Strong defense. They stop it right near the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And here's the handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, in a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. What a stiff arm. That's a huge gain, grabbing momentum as the third period expires. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. As a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers...
And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the Gators looking to run some tempo here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. His sure hands. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Working clock with the ground game. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Going to scramble now. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this 3rd down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th down.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. The back's got it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over. But the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.